Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one. Up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in its center.
Yeah, with his quick first step, Russell is a difficult guy to check.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Morant against Russell. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Prince. Bain against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Prince can't hit.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Bain. All alone. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bain.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Morant. Off target with the open look.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Russell from outside. Back to Prince. Towns with the ball from 13. The rebound by Jackson.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he gets it to go. Morant's got 6.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
2 minutes.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Edwards. Tipped. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Bain. And he goes in for the dunk.
Quick hands from Desmond. Coming up with that steal. Beautiful.
The Timberwolves trail.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Outside for Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Brooks. Edwards pulls it in. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Back to Bain. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Now here's Russell. There's the 3. Adams grabs the miss. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He's off on the first.
When you think of Dylan Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
And Minnesota calls time here.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Russell, pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Oh, stolen by Morant. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis leading. Pass to Bain. From outside the arc. Up top, Jackson, covered by Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Bain. Here's Adams. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. And quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And that's an intentional foul. And the Timberwolves call time here. And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be, A. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Morant's got 9.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Russell, pass to Gobert. Soft touch off the glass.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Russell against Morant. He shoots it. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
They grab their own miss. To the wing on the left. Here's Edwards. Wow! Crazy good! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Russell to the wing, right side. Towns with room to shoot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Timberwolves all timeout. Free t-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Double by Russell. Brooks from outside. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
5 to shoot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Outside Morant. Nails it from 3. Morant's got 16 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
On the wing, Brooks. On the break. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. Pass to Towns. And it's Bane with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Here's Adams. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this one. Some solid defense from Edwards. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Certain things make Prince a tough cover. Strength, long arms, quickness that can surprise you.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Tony.
And so he hits both. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Brooks from outside. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Here's Morant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And Morant no good on that one.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
This whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, small forward. Here's Noel, guarded by Bane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Jalen Noel taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Well, Memphis shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
McDaniels passes to Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw no good.
Timberwolves, Nas Reed, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Outside Bain. This one for three. Sinks the tray.
Desmond Bain.
Bain's got 7 points in the game.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bain, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
High post read. To the right side. Clock at 4. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. And that one's long. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter. And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Morant. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From outside, off the mark. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. Morant, the pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. 6 points for him.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Brooks to the inside. Fast break, Minnesota. Reed with it. He's picked up by Adams. Pass to Noel. Outside McDaniels. And stolen by Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant with the slam.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Now here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. That shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Towns for 3. Shot to end the cold streak. And here's Edwards outside. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Morant into the lane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Up and over Russell. 6 to shoot. Adams finds Jackson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, the double clutch. And Jackson lays it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Towns. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Edwards. Towns with the ball. Kept alive. Gobert. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Timeout call. Memphis.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the game, Ja Morant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire.
Fantastic! That was the First Avenue Breakers.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Morant against Russell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
Ja Morant. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And Minnesota has possession. 17-point game. Outside Edwards. From downtown. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Brooks, the pass to Morant. The 3 ball. Tries again. And a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got 27.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Pass to Towns. Left side, Russell. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Shot clock at 3. Here's Russell. Misses off the left iron. One side has dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Back to Morant. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And here's Edwards outside. They get it back. Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. High arcing shot. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. High post Towns. Morant against Russell. Towns for 3. He shoots again. And Gobert with the lay-in. And he's now got the double-double.
In a league of huge guys, Gobert's size stands out, helps him absorb contact.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Towns. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Bane. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And Morant drops them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it. and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And it's Brooks missing. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Russell against Morant. Here's Gobert.
This is what Steven Adams is known for, a fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
Outside Bane, plenty of space. He can't get it to go, so Minnesota will take it the other way. And here's Edwards outside, gets the 3 to fall.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Morant, and they pick up two.
Man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Morant with it. All alone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the triple, and the three ball is good.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Morant against Jackson. Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Zubats.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Morant passes to Aldama. It's Morant with the drop.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
George against Bain. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In the 2021 playoffs, remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Connects from three-point range.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
A nice shot by George.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Up top, Morant. He's got 8. Here's Adams. Brooks outside. Pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. It really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Leonard finds Morris. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. George with the bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And here's Morant. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Adams. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Jackson drives in, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He comes away with a left.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Here's Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. Jackson deciding where to go with it. George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. Zubac trying to break loose. Leonard the pass to Zubac. A 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Aldama can't hit. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead early. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Tries a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The shot by George, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Brooks against Jackson. Leonard, that's for 2. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a deep 3 from George. And they recover it. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Morant against Jackson. Morant, the bounce pass. Payne for 3. They grab their own miss. Adams, the pass to Aldama. Morant against Jackson. And Morant mows it down.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That'll put Paul George on the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 8. Jackson kicks to George. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:33 left in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing. From outside the arc. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's the lob to Adams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Here's George driving in, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Morant dishes to Adams. Back to Morant. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Jackson down low. Adams on him. Clock at 4. And George, here we go. Got a piece of it. Here's Morant. It's stolen by Morris. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. And thank you, David. We'll be back after.
28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Morris throws it down.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
And here's Morant. He's got 12. Brooks misses. Leonard inside. Guarded by Morant. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
They need this. Morant passes to Adams. Lays it up off the glass. Adams has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ player.
Morant against Jackson. Now Zubac. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, Brandon.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to Morris. Jacks up a three. Here's Zubac. And he overshot that one, missing. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple of seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Shakes him. Clark. What a terrific move that was. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Aldama with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blooper.
Brooks finds Clark. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
And if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Passes to George. On the wing, Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Morris drops them both.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple of seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
No good on the second free throw. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Morant scanning the floor. Over Jackson. Brooks with no one around. Those three-pointers off the mark. Clippers leading by 8. Up top, Leonard. Guarded by Bain. Releases from 15. Morris kicks to Jackson. Down low. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
John Wall's checked in for the Clippers. LA has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris dishes to Wall. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris passes to Wall. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, no good. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Outside Leonard, stolen by Brooks. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 8. And time for the short break. And
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it. And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team. Morant
against Wall. Clark, the pass to Morant. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now the Clippers on the break. Wall's running. And George kicks to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
Leonard hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
It's stolen by Wall. There's the steal. Here's Clark. Great D that time from Leonard.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Kawhi operating in the painted area. So tough to stop.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Wall outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bain passes to Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And George, here we go. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Clark with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Bombed up there for Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain kicks to Morant. It's tipped. Now the Clippers moving it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Morris throws it down.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Morant drives in. Brooks with him. Leonard picks him up. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 18 points for John Morant.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
George passes to Wall. Back to George. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 6th rebound on the night. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. George against Bain. Rocket 6. And that one's good. Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And there's the pass to George. Back to Leonard. Ball against Bain. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
John Wall.
The Grizzlies trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Brooks finds Bain. Out to the wing. Brooks outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. From deep 3-point range. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
Taking 3
And a
shots.
tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And he finally gets one to drop after missing the first 2. That stretches their lead to 8. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest... Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Towns in at the 3. No one covering.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's Morris. Here's Leonard to the middle. Zubac passes to Jackson. Back to Zubac. Jackson finds Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Pass to Reid. Takes a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Right side, Russell. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the jam by George.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George. Something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Let's go with a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
George passes to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Russell finds Edwards from behind the arc. And George with some nice D. Jackson with it. Picked up by Reid. George against Edwards. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over the open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Reid. Back to Edwards. Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. George with a steal. They break out 5-on-3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Morris. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Reid can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drive to the rack.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Zubac with the steal. Here's George. And George with the jam.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and he's in the open court running the break. That's a scary look for the defense.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Looking to end the drought. Second chance shot. Over to the wing. Reed finds Russell. Here's Edwards. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top, up 5. Stay with us now as
And your Clippers Houston team. Coming onto the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
Anthony Edwards.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Fans, put your heads together for your Clippers Spirit Dusty.
The first free throw is good. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
Edwards against George. Jackson outside. Back to George. From the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Russell. Buries it down low. Russell's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
Pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Jackson outside. Now Morris. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Towns. Rejected by George.
On defense, George able to use all of that length and athleticism to deny the shot.
Reed with the rebound. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And he sinks the second. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. George against Edwards. And George with the jam.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
Outside Russell. Pass to Reed. Outside for Russell. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 6.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumpers.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Towns. The 3. It's rebounded by Morris.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
That doesn't go either for George. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Russell into the lane. Here's Gobert. He hangs. And he lays it up and in. Gobert's got his first basket.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. Fires from deep. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. From the corner. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's George. Oh, and Reed with a block. Outside Edwards. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Leonard. Morris finds George. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Edwards for 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall. The Clippers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. For 3, George. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Russell. He's got 6. Pass to Towns. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so we've reached the end of the first half of the play. Clippers ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Ball and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Outside Covington. Wall with it. Back to Covington. There's the triple. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Prince. Here's Anderson. Here's Noel. Wall covering. Noel, that's good.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Noel. 4-3. Pure from three-point range. Noel's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Powell with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Great positioning on the putback. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Wall. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
The three sinks it from distance. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks them down in bunches.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Now here's Anderson. Here's Noel. Now covers. Down low. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
And the Clippers with the ball. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is...
Oh, throw it down! Nice!
Well, Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce. Throwing it down with authority.
Here's McDaniels. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. And here's Anderson. Shot to stop the run. Shot clock at 5. Here's Prince. With the clock winding down. Fires the three. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Kyle Anderson, first personal foul.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Wall, the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Beyond the arc. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from Wall. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Covington up top. Deflected. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, that's good.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Pass to Batum. The three. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Wall. For three, Powell. Unable to get that one. Here's Prince. Inside. Anderson. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
The third quarter comes to a close. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So for Minnesota right now, Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Torian Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in at the 4. Outside Wall. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Oh, it's such a terrific passer out of the pick and roll. This time Wall crosses him up. Nice shot.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. No good on the triple. And here's Wall. Powell outside. That three's off the mark. Minnesota's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. It's stolen by Wall. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Stolen by Reed. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes and continuing to come up with steals.
Jacks up a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Good work defensively by Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris outside. Just 4 to shoot. And they'll get another chance. It's George on the wing. For 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
He was all alone on that one.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Edwards against George. Jackson finds some space. And that one hits the back iron. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
The Clippers shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. George passes to Zubac. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Timberwolves trail. 1:32 left to play in the fourth. Towns against Leonard. The kick out to Edwards. To the middle. Fires it. And another basket from Minnesota.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Covered by Towns. The three is up. And Kawhi Leonard gets the three. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Here's Russell. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within three!
Wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George, no good.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
To the inside. Russell to pass to Gobert. Reed for three. Off target from downtown. Leonard outside. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We're anticipating a high-scoring affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
Minnesota with the ball. It's a three-point game. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young. Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Now here's Morant. Brooks right side. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep in. Here's Morant. The dish now to Jackson. Adams outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot clock at 6. Grant. And the rejection by Towns. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shot to stop the run. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. Edwards passes to Russell. Here's Gobert. Passes it to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. And Adams kicks to Clark. Gobert brings the double team. Jackson dishes to Morant. Adams. Up and in on the way.
Well, I don't care if the defense is contesting. Steven Adams is a brute who can score against the best defensive presence in the league.
Here's Russell. 1:03 left in the first quarter. And they get it back. Gobert finds Russell. Not going to go that time. Adams, some nice D. Here's Morant. The pass to Clark. Uncovered. The shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Russell against Bain. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Towns. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Clark. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Left side, Bain. Outside, Jackson. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Reed. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The 3 from Morant. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Timber... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Towns in at the 3, the small forward. Now Clark after D'Angelo Russell's 3-pointer that didn't go. Morant bats for 2. Here's Adams. It's good.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Now here is Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
And those are your Grizzlies records, everyone.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Russell feeling it out a bit. Edwards trying to get open. No good from outside. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Clark into the lane. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Russell. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Morant passes to Bain. Here's Clark. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Gobert. He has 5. Here's Edwards. Back to Gobert. Reed finds Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Edwards, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Memphis ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. Jackson in the corner. It's stolen by Gobert. And it's Russell in the corner. Up top, Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doors with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Now here's Morant. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident and looking to score with the ball.
Russell against Morant. Towns kicks to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:43 left in the first half of basketball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Grant outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Reed with it. He's picked up by Morant. Reed misses. The Grizzlies trail by 3. There's the lob to Jackson.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Russell against Bain. Out to Russell. Gobert in the corner. 5 on the clock. Morant with the steal. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. He's covered by Clark. Morant drives in. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Towns. Picked away. Morant outside. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
He had 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Lobbed up there for Anderson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been...
Your Grizzlies, 19. The Timberwolves, 18.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Memphis leading. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Clark is out there with Adams, and it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Anderson against Bain. Anderson in the post. From past the arc. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Great positioning on the putback. Clark's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
One more time,
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 12 points in the game. And the Timberwolves call time. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Russell. To the left wing. Here's Towns. Makes it off the glass. Towns has got his second basket.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
And it's Morant missing.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Tries to save it. To the middle, looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Point knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
And Gobert kicks to Towns. Off target from outside. Memphis leading by 6. And that's an intentional foul.
Nazgul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Now here's Reed. D right on him. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today with an earlier trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the
Here's Morant. He's got 12. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Russell with the drive. And the shot goes down.
D'Angelo Russell.
Russell's got 6 points.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
Now here's Morant for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gobert.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
And the foul called on Edwards.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Passes it to Towns. Over to the wing. Reed the pass to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Jackson, and it's Memphis with another.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Russell kicks to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Towns dishes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Edwards against Morant. Left side Adams. Back to Morant. Great D that time from Edwards. The Timberwolves have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Second team foul.
He throw good, Russell. And the Grizzlies call their first timeout of the game.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell passes to Edwards.
your Grizzlies breaker.
Inside, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Morant's got 16.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's good. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
In just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Reed is out there with Towns, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Morant against Edwards. And it's Morant missing.
You can see with the contest right there that defensively Towns arrived in the NBA prepared to make an impact.
Chalk up 2 there.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Morant. Outside, Bane. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Edwards looking it over. Outside, Russell. Here's Reed down low. It's stolen by Adams. Morant left side. Jackson has the open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
Both free throws good from Morant.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside, Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. Here's Clark. In the corner, it's Bane. Money from the wing.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Read the pass to Gobert. Out to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Wound up there for Clark. Towns with the steal. And the pass to Gobert. to Reed. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Again, Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bain against Russell. Outside Edward. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Morant left side. Pass to Bain. Here he goes. And that one is stuffed right through.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Russell. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Elbow shot. Morant passes to Jackson. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Gobert with the block.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
26 seconds left in the 4th. Bain looking around. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. Bain's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Towns with the steal. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the four-man position. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
You're always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
George hits them both. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Jackson finds George. Out to Leonard. Puts up a three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. And here's Morant outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. It's going to go on Paul George.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
And he nails the third. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
From deep, Morant. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. From deep, Bane. They grab their own miss. Adams. And the layup is good off the glass.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Morant, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Oh, there's the alley. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here he goes. Puts it up. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
One of the smoother strokes you'll see Morant. This man's got a nice jumper.
Leonard passes to Zubac. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Morant. Morant missing again.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Count that bucket. Jackson's got 7.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now here's Morant. Uncovered. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Jackson, pass to Morris. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. And he's going for the oop here.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Memphis trailing here. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brooks. The 3 is up. Good. And the setup by Morant.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. George outside. Fires the three. The Clippers rebound. Back to Jackson. George outside. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's the break. And there's the lob. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The turnaround Jay. Off the left rim and out.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Misses from short range. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
Your Clippers. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for Memphis, Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Steven Adams, and it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. Now here's Morant. Over Jackson. Knocked loose. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Puts the move on, and he takes it up and lays it in. Adams has got 6.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
George finds Jackson. Off target from outside. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
Adams, the pass to Morant. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Give him 8 points now.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Brooks. There's the triple. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard for 3. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. And stolen by Leonard. And he's going for the lob. Zubac passes to Jackson. Morris for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
And then Morant with the dunk.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
The free throw drops for Morant. The Clippers trail. Jackson finds George. Zubac against Adams. George for 3. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 9.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
And it's Morant off the drive. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Here's Aldama. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Leonard way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 3-pointer, Brooks. And they recover it. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. And the dunk by Jackson.
With quickness and speed, Jackson remains a valuable fast break option for this team.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Leonard up top. Morris, left side. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Bain. Outside for Brooks. Takes a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Moran against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. George outside. From downtown. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
Oh, that's something.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone.
29. The Grizzlies, 33.
Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Bain finds Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Morris passes to Zubats. Jackson attacking, kicks it to George. Over Bain. Offensive board. Zubats comes up empty down low. Memphis leading. Left side Morant to the left side wing. Here's Aldama, defended by Jackson. Back to Morant, and the lob disrupted. Not to be. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. The shot from 20 feet out. And then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
George against Bain. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the Clippers miss again. So it's the Grizzlies now. Brooks from outside. Adams, the pass to Bain. And another basket for Memphis.
and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard for 3. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Inside. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Payne with it. Guarded now by George. And it's slammed in by Adams.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Trying to get back on track. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Morant. And he makes it on the layup. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
To the inside. Zubats finds Morris. And here's Jackson. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Up top, George. Shoots over Morant. George's shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's George. 12 points for him. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Ja Morant picks one up.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
George hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Morant. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And that's a double-double for him now.
Oh, many of Adams' points are generated off putbacks, just like that one.
The kick out to Morris from outside the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Morant from the high post. 3-pointer Brooks. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's Morant. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Oh, stolen by Morant. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Grizzlies, Morant and Payne in the backcourt together. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line. The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
Los Angeles shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
You know John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And Morant drops them both. The Clippers really having a tough go here. George draws the double. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And he's all alone. Zubac with the steal. Jackson with it. Check by Brooks. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Here's Morris. Pass to George. Blocked! Jackson against Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Morant's got 31. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Grizzlies. Now Leonard. Back to Jackson. Out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Pass to Morris. They need this. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
Here's Morant. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. George against Bain. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to George. The 3-ball. Jackson down low. Pounded by Morant. Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. From 18 feet away. Adams finds Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Jackson against Morant. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Bain. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
A nice shot by Morris.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Morant against Jackson. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. In transition, here come the Clippers. It's tipped. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And there's the drive. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And it's Morant off the drive. Pass to Aldama. Outside Morant. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. LA basketball.
Now Los Angeles with it. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Now here's George. Guarded by Bain. This one for 3. George, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
A big key tonight, second chance points.
Yeah, B.A., they really hit the offensive glass. They won the battles for loose balls, giving them plenty of extra opportunities.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And here's Morant. Pass to Aldama. And he lobs it up top. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. To walk into it.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Now, here is Russell. 4 on the clock. Prince misses. Jackson against Russell. With the crossover, Jackson misses. Outside Edwards. No good on the triple. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Russell passes to Prince. Dishes to Towns. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
There's the pass to Prince. Russell high post. Jackson on him. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Kicks it out to Leonard. Towns with the steal. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Outside Edwards. To the paint. Gobert, no good. And here's Los Angeles. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Prince outside. They get the rebound. Out to Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Towns. For 3, Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris inside, guarded by Prince. Outside, George shoots the 3. That shot off the mark. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
George with no one around. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now, here is Russell. To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morris. It's stolen by Edwards. Feeds it to Gobert. Russell passes to Prince. To the inside. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Edwards against George. Over Edwards. George, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Prince. And that one goes long. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. With the drive. Out to Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Russell looking around. Outside, Towns. Prince in the corner. Towns down low. He's against Morris. Edwards finds Russell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Got it off in time.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now, here is Russell. Again, Russell missing.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
A shake, and George with the stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's George after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And George kicks to Zubac. That shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Towns wide open. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And here's George for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Prince outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 5. George, that's a 2-pointer. Fires for 3. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Inside, stolen by George. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell with a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
A 3 from Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the middle, Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for George. Morris outside. 4 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity.
We know he likes to block shots, but Rudy Gobert impact on contesting shots just as important.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Zubac. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 4. Towns, the pass to Russell. Up top, Gobert. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Kicks it out to Prince. Paul George with the steal. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Outside Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. I'll look at the field goal percent. Thank you, David. And whoop.
The Clippers, 20.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Reed. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
So steady from range. The veteran Batum letting it fly with confidence.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Block. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. The Timberwolves working the ball around.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Now Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves secured his spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Reed misses. Clippers leading by 7. And it's Wall. That time the assist by Batum.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Here's McLaughlin. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Powell with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
The pass to McDaniels. And he gets it to go.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Outside Wall. The feed now to Batum. He can't hit that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. For Minnesota, they have made their only other free throw attempt today, an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. 4-on-3 break.
2 minutes.
Man passes to Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jaden McDaniel.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line. You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Pass to Anderson. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Rivers passes to Anderson. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3. And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Back to Rivers. The kick out to Anderson. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, Covington in position. Powell dishes to Batum. And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. In the corner, Powell with it. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Here's Noel, guarded by Powell. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Russell in for Rivers. And stolen by Prince. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell from deep three-point territory. And they'll get another chance. Towns for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Towns has got 5.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And Wall kicks to Powell. Left side, Towns.
Gotta commend the defense from Nicholas Batum, doing all he can to make a difference.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 11.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard position.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Towns.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Paul George with the steal. Jackson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Outside for George. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Noel. And another 3 for Minnesota.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jackson against Russell. George looking around. Out to Morris. 6 to shoot. George passes to Zubac. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Towns, a screen on Jackson. And it's Russell missing.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Morris passes to George. Latre. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Leonard against Prince. And Leonard gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Russell passes to Noel. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Towns, no luck.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
He dishes it to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And here's Leonard from 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 5. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Leonard on the wing. Back to Jackson. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging 3-point threat.
Russell from long range. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's Jackson. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Morris outside. Towns with the steal.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. For 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert with it. Over Morris. Offline. So the Clippers with the win. And in the all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.